Hello students, good morning. Once again I welcome you, class 6 English. Now as we all know that this is our PA1 syllabus is going on, right? The chapter 8 and the unit of the chapter is exploring the world or unknown world. So in previous lecture I gave you the objectives of the lesson, then some introductions of the lesson, what happened in the lesson. These things I already explained into the chapter, but just quickly revise the things that we all know that the season is summer, the year is 1866, right? And that time there is one strange things happen into the oceans, and the strange thing is what? That a huge creature that no one had ever seen before it, and it was struck the ships and collide the ships also. And what happened? Some ship also encounter with, and it is unexpected meeting with that creature. Professor Aronnax, who was the expert of sea creature, and and when asked about him, that time he says that it was a giant narwhal. And then after they have to continue traveling for 3 months. For why? So they want to search the creature, right? So they are search the creature, and then what happened? That Professor Aronnax also a part of this journey. 3 months passed. The crew member become discouraged, but the crew captain says that we waited for 3 months, so at least 3 days we will wait for them. If within 3 days they will not see anything, we will return at home. 2 days passed. 1/3 days of the evening, night. It means evening. It's the time of 8, and Professor Aronnax stood and looking out the sea with the assistant Pumsels, and the moon was low at the horizon. And suddenly, what happened? They had seen one creature who was below from the lookout and top of the most, and also says that their eyes was very monstrous, had been looking for the surface of the sea, where at the surface of the sea an enormous creature with two blazing eyes, and that cast earring. Earring means strange and frightening to the water. So this is the introduction of the brief part of the story of the previous lecture. Now what happened in this chapter? So the ship captain ordered his crew to cut the engine. Now the cut the engine means what? Switch off the engine. Switch off the engine. And what did the captain order to his crew? So he ordered to his crew that what? To cut the engines. Suddenly the monster moved toward the ship. Who moved toward the ship? So the monster moved toward the ship. Professor Aronnax stared in amazement. He stared, he looked looked continuously to what? To the creature. Now the question, why did Professor Aronnax stare in amazement? Right? Why did? So why? Because the creature cut through the water at such a great speed that he was sure that it would ram into the ship. Ram means what? To crash into something with the great force. Why? Because Professor Aronnax observed the creature's speed, right? In way, the speed of the cutter of the water, it means the swimming of the creature's so he observed the swimming or the cut of the water. Cut through the water means what? It means it sailed from the water. So Professor Aronnax stared in amazement because he observed the creatures cut through the water, the speed of the creatures, that is the very great speed, and he was sure that it would ram, it would crash into something, crash our ship very speed. sure that he would, with this great speed, he would break down or broke down our ship. But it stopped some distance away from the ship before diving down beneath the waves. Now what did the creature do? So here says that describe the chase of the monster. Now later on this part, so what did the speed of the creature's speed is very high, very speedy way. It's floating into the ocean. But at some distance, the creature stopped, and he stopped very quickly. Instead of beneath the water, it may beneath the water means what? Beneath the waves. समंदर में अंदर जाने से बजाय वो वहां पर रुक गया, and reappearing on the other side, and it's reappearing onto the other side. The creature then began to move, right? The creature then began to move away from the ship, and it is begun to move away from the ship. It means from the later part, the creature wants to move away from the ship. The captain now ordered its men to go in pursuit. To go in pursuit means to chase someone, right? Now it is our turn that we have to chase the creature. All night they chased the creature, but the monster always stayed out of the reach. All night he chased all night, but the monster did not catch by them, right? When morning broke, they saw the creature had stopped and lay motionless in the water, right? Motionless means without moving. It is lay at one place into the water. Now here says that describe the chase out of the monster. So whole night the crew member, Professor Aronnax, his assistants, all chased to the monster, but the monster always stayed out of their reach. At one morning, what happened? The monster stopped and lay motionless into the water. The ship slowly approached at the creature despite the risk, right? It's a very huge monster, right? So they slowly approach. Approach means to reach towards the creature, and with that lots of risk, everyone held their breath. So held their breath means very worried, very anxious also. Here, why did everyone hold their breath? Why? Because as the ship crept closer and closer to the monster, the crew readied a sharp harpoon to throw at the beast. So here the question: why did everyone hold their breath? So everyone held their breath because it is a monster. Right now, the position of the monster is motionless, but might be once again the monster attack on them, then what will they do? They have no idea. That's why they were held their breath. Then what happened? The ship crept closer and closer. The ship crept, it means slowly. They reached towards the monster. The crew readied. Readied means throw the sharp harpoon. Now harpoon means what? A long thin weapon with a sharp pointed. And we can see this into the, you can see in the picture also. See this, the sharp pointed, right? Backside they have to, what we can say is that tied a chain or a rope and then throw it, and it is a harpoon. When the hunters or the fisherman, when he wants to catch the big fish, that time he uses harpoon, and with the help of the harpoon he catches the fish. So here also they have a harpoon. Now, cried the captain, and the harpoon shot into the air and landed on the creature with the third. Third means what? Upper part of their body. It was as if it hard struck metal hard. So here says that why did the captain roar? So when they have to shot the harpoon on into the air. Now we can say throw this. He have to round or 3 or 4 times with the great force and then throw into the air, and they have to make the distance also that okay, I want to throw this harpoon at least 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, whatever the distance they have to cover, they have to at least with the great force they have to use and land it on the creature with a third. Third means point of and very great force on the creature. But it was a struck something hard. It was a something hard and struck on it. There is a noise come out. It was not pointed into the creature. Suddenly the ship shook from end to end. Now the ship shook from end to end. What's happening? Roared the captain. Why did the captain roar? So the captain roared because the ship shook from end to end, both the sides. The ship is shaking. All the sailors fell over the desk and one of the masts come tumbling down. So here's the question. What happened to Professor Aronnax and the sailors? When the ship shook from end to end, that time all the crew members, Professor Aronnax, his assistants fell over the desk and tumbling down, and Professor Aronnax and Conseil were thrown into the oceans. They thrown into the ocean. Now help, help, they shouted when they came to the surface of the water. First, when we throw the things, when you jump into the water, then what? First of all, you directly be under the water, right? Then after you come outside from the water, and that time same situation with them. When they throw into the water, first of all, they directly under the water waves, then came outside of the water and they shouted for the help. They tried to swim towards the ship but could not make progress because of their heavy clothes. Because they are crew members, so they know how to swim. But they also tried to swim but towards the ship, but could not make the progress. Make the progress means move forward. They could not move forward. Why? Because they wore a heavy clothes. They realized that the monster had struck the ship fearsome. Fearsome means what? Frightening blow. Right? What did? So the monster struck the ship with the frightening blow and the ship was sinking. Sinking means what? Trembling. And we can say that sinking is also drowning or drowning, yes. For hours and end, they kept themselves afloat. Hours and end means many hours they have to pass and they themselves and afloat, occasionally calling out for them help. And they have to occasionally calling out for help. They were thoroughly exhausted because of the continuously swimming, calling out for the help, and they became totally how? Tired. So here's the question. What did they realize? So Conseil had just enough energy to call out once more. He has enough energy and he has called out, please help us. This time they heard a faint reply. They heard a faint reply. They moved towards the voice. Suddenly Professor felt his body something hard and he lost consciousness. Lost consciousness means fainted. Right? He moved towards the voice. When they heard the voice, then they moved towards the voice, and Professor Aronnax felt his body hit something. Something hit on his body. And what happened? He lost his consciousness. When the professor came to his senses, once again he became conscious. He saw Conseil's and the familiar face of the crew member bending over him. He was bending over him. Ned, he cried, you have come to our rescue. He says that Ned, You have come to our rescue. Now who is Ned? Well, I don't know if I have rescued you or not. He says that what? I don't know if I have rescued you or not. I don't know. Really, I don't know whether I rescued you or not. I was thrown into the ocean just like you were when the creature hit our ship. So, I was thrown into the ocean. Who referred I in this line? So, he was Ned, he was one of the crew member and he rescued him. And says that I don't know whether I rescued you or not, because as you, I also thrown into the ocean just like you were when the creature hit our ship, but I landed on the floating island. So what is it? He was landed on the floating island. On the back of the beast we were trying to capture. What it says that on the back of the beast we were trying to capture. Right? Back of the beast. Beast means monsters. They were trying to capture us. The very beast we are resting on right now. On this beast we are resting right now. This beast is made out of the shaped iron. Right? So the beast, the monster is made of the sheet of iron. It's a shape if ever I saw one. It is a one type of ship that I saw before it also, but it was the strangest ship. Strangest ship, it means before I see the ships, but it was very strange ship, very beyond whatever the ship he saw in his life. The ship is totally different from that ship I ever laid eyes on. I never see to my eyes. Now here the suspense is what? Whatever the shape, whatever the report they have to got, right? They get what? There is the one big monsters into the sea, into the oceans, struck the ship. Now this monster, it is made of the steel, and he says that there are 3 men landed on the submarine. The name of the submarine is the Nautilus. The name of the submarine is Nautilus, designed, built and commanded by the mysterious Captain Nemo. The captain takes the men as his prisoners. Right? The captain takes all the men as his prisoner, but allows them to move freely within his ship. They have to move into the freely, but in his ship. What follows is a long underwater adventure, 20,000 leagues under the sea. Now this incident taken by Jules Verne's novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, in which the Nautilus explores the entire ocean world and sea floor the beneath. Entire ocean worlds they have to also observe, and also says that floor of under the and the sea floor beneath. How the men finally escape from the Nautilus from the rest of the story. The rest of the part that is into the another story. It is the just only one what we can say is that part of the story the narrator present in our syllabus. So I hope students you understand this chapter thoroughly and properly. If you have doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.